Hello, good morning everyone. Today we are going to review a few basic trading concepts. We will check the different order types that we can send to the market and the different places from where we can execute those orders, mainly from the chart and from the DOM. I will be using the Ninjatrader 8 platform. Also explaining the differences if there are any with Ninjatrader 7. We can place orders from the chart and from the DOM. If we enable chart trader on the chart, then we have several options to execute orders at market. We can buy at market, sell at market, and also we can use the right mouse button to place orders on a different price. To understand which is the price that we get when we enter at market, it is easier to understand if we look at the DOM, where we can see the orders pending, the limit orders pending on the buy and on the sell side. If, for example, we place a buy limit at 37, we have 28 orders pending in front of our order.
Order cancelled.
If we place an order on the live market, not on sim, that number will increase in one contract.
Order pending.
So when we place a limit order, we don't get an instant fill. When price touches that level,
order cancelled.
All the pending orders need to get a fill first. So it is possible that we don't get a fill and price goes away from our entry price. This is one of the main differences when we trade Standard & Poor's. Standard & Poor's has a lot of orders in the ladder. As we can see on Dow Jones, we have something between 10 to 30 orders in the ladder per price, but on Standard & Poor's that number goes to almost 800. So at this level, at 70-75, we have 810 contracts in front of our order. So that means that the price can touch several times our entry price and we may not get a fill. This is the reason why it is easier to get fill on another instrument.
Order filled.
If we want an instant fill, we can use market orders. But if we enter at market, we may get a slippage. A new option on Ninjatrader 8, this was not present on Ninja 7, is the sell or buy at MIT, market if touch. That order resides on the platform, not on the exchange. And Ninjatrader waits for the price to touch the level and then executes a market order.
Order cancelled.
That means that it is very possible that we will not get a fill at that exact price. All the orders can include an ATM setup where we can specify the trade configuration. For example, with this ATM,
order filled.
We have one contract with 10 ticks of target and 15 ticks of stop. And the target and the stop orders are placed together at the same time we get a fill. We can move the orders from the chart or from the DOM.
Target
we can
filled.
close the position, moving the target on to the other side of the price. And we can also edit the ATM settings. Here we can see that we are using 10 versus 15, and we can add auto break-even or trailing stop. Let's say that we want to trade a bigger position, for example 2 contracts, but instead of using the same target and stop for both contracts, then we can split the position in 2 positions, each position with 1 contract, but on the second we can use a different profit, 10 ticks on position number 1 and 20 on position number 2, and we can add so many positions as we want. Let's say we add a third contract with a bigger target and a trailing stop. On the stop management we can add an auto break-even. When we are this number of ticks into the profit, for example 10 ticks into the profit, we move the stop to break-even plus this number of ticks. With 1 we move the stop over our entry, and with negative we place the stop below our entry. With 0, this is an auto break-even. For the trailing stop, we define the profit trigger when we are 15 ticks into the profit. Then we start to trail the stop, moving the stop 12 ticks below, and each time the price makes 1 tick better price, then we move the stop again 12 ticks below of the best price made. So now we have 3 positions, positions number 1 and 2 with fixed stops and target. Target 1 is 10, target 2 is 20, and the third position with a big target of 50, same stop of 15, but with up to break even and trailing stop. Now we can save this as a template with any name. So now we can use this ATM template. We can test it with a sell market order.
Order filled.
And we can see that we have the stop for the 3 positions, target 1, target 2 and target 3. To close the position, we can move the target over the price.
Target filled.
We can press close.
Order filled.
On the DOM we can do the same. We can select the ATM, for example 1 contract with 4 ticks versus 6 ticks, and we can go long at market.
Order filled.
Here we can see the target and the stop. We can close the position.
Order filled.
And also enter short
Order
at
filled.
market. We can also close the position, moving the target over
Target
the price.
filled.
And we can also place limit orders,
Order
as we saw
pending.
before, and those orders can be moved from the DOM or from the chart.
Order filled. Order filled.
And the size
Order
for a
pending.
short entry.
Order cancelled.
Now let's say that we have 2 different setups. On one setup we want to go short, and on another we want to go long, on the same instrument and the same account. We can do that from one chart and the DOM, or from 2 charts I will try with another chart. We need to enable JeopardizingTrader. And we select an ATM. For example, one contract, 10 versus 15. And on the other, the same ATM. I will hide the JeopardizingTrader on both. Now let's check what happens if we try to go long on one and short on another. Let's say that we want to trade this double top, so we place a sell limit at
Order
950.
pending.
We see that the order is also visible on the other chart. So depending on how we have configured the JeopardizingTrader, let's see how it is. On the ATM, we may have selected the original ATM or the same ATM used on another chart. If on this configuration we try to enter long on this double bottom, placing a buy limit shows this error because we have selected the same ATM with a long position started, so we cannot place a short order. This is the configuration by default on Ninjatrader. But when we select the ATM, we can see all our ATMs and also all the ATMs in working state. When we see this signal, that means that this is a working ATM. As on both charts we have the same ATM, this is a short position. I cannot place, I cannot initiate a long position when there is a short already started. But we can select a new ATM, so we can see a different symbol. And now we can place a buy limit starting a new
Order
ATM.
pending.
We have a short and a long trade started, but each one works as a separate trade. When one gets a fill, it places its own target and stops. And same on this other order. On this example, both are using the same ATM, so both orders will place a target of 10 ticks and a stop of 15 ticks, but in opposite direction. If we want to see only one trade at a time, we can go to the properties of JeopardizingTrader. And here we can see that the default option is to select the last ATM used each time we execute an order. This is what happened on our first example. When we send an order, this ATM is automatic selected, so we can add more orders to that ATM. Another option is to keep selected the ATM. So each time we send an order, we start a new ATM. This is what we did on the second chart. And another option is to show only one ATM at a time. We get a warning that means that what we are going to view on the chart is not all the positions, only a part. So we are only we only have visible the order corresponding to the ATM selected. We can change that ATM. We have two ATMs working, one for the short and another for the long. So now we can do the same on the other chart and select the other trade. We select display only the selected ATM. And now it only shows the orders corresponding to the ATM selected. So now we have a short on one chart and a long on another
Order
chart.
filled.
We just got a fill on the long entry, on the long order, and we can see it also places the target and the stop. On the second chart we don't see anything because there are no orders on this ATM. Let's say that we want to fill the short order, so we move it
Order
over the
filled.
current price, and we can see that we now have a short on this chart. We are long on the left chart and short on the right chart, each one with its own target and stops. If we look at the DOM, we can see that we are flat, we don't have position. On the position tab we can also see that we don't have a position. But if we look at each chart, we have one short with its target and stops and one long also with its own targets and stops.
Target
Now we can
filled.
close one position on the left and
Target
one position
filled.
on the right. On the DOM we also have the same options. The default is always to auto select the last ATM user. So we select an ATM, and when we enter at market we can see that this symbol changes to a current
Order
user
filled.
ATM. That means that with that selected means that any new order sent from this chart will add to the current trade. So as we can see, it is possible to have not only two but all positions that we want on different directions on the same instrument at the same time on the same account. Ninjatrader takes into account the sum of all those positions, and this is what the broker can see. Hope this video has been useful for you, and if you have any question, please post below this video. Thank you everyone, bye bye.